Welcome everyone to Let's Play Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. I, in many ways, wish I could say that this will be a blind LP. It will not. I have played it. I want to say I played it around December of 2010. So it's been a while. And there's many things about it that I do not remember, so sections of it may seem like a blind LP. Anyways, yeah, I've been looking forward to playing this ever since I jumped into the first game and started playing through that one. So, join me as we begin a new game on normal. And yes. One note, a large portion or a large amount of this game is going to be spent with companions, and that means that there's like a lot of dialogue and banter. I will try not to speak much during those parts, and so there will be segments where I'm very silent and may not have much commentary. And hope you don't mind. I think that the dialogue and the banter adds a whole lot to the gameplay experience. Shall we continue? One thing I did notice is that this game does seem to have a little bit longer of a load time between segments than the first game.
What's going on? That's my blood. That's my blood. It's a lot of my blood.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. Oh my goodness. How did you get yourself here? All right. Interesting beginning. I don't know if it's possible to dodge that or not. Man. As you can tell, this is sort of the, I guess you'd call it the tutorial for the game.
It's okay. It's okay.
Trying to pull him up, but it wasn't. There we go. He is just not having a good day. yourself up. Whew.
Buy me a drink, sailor.
Harry Flynn? Hey! What the hell are you doing here?
I'm looking for you, mate.
Uh-oh. Should I be flattered or worried?
Maybe a bit of both. Come here. I've got a job for us.
Really?
A client is willing to part with a huge sum of cash if we acquire a certain object for him.
All right, I'm listening.
Now, you're not gonna like this.
Oh, no. No, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you just hear me out for a
No,
second.
Flynn, we both know 2 people who were killed trying to lift something out of this
And
place.
one who made it out.
Yeah, barely.
I can't do this without you, Drake. You're the only one who's cracked it, and you know better than anyone it's a 2-person job.
No. 3, actually.
Right. And speak of the devil, here she comes now.
What?
Chloe Fraser.
Nate. Drake. Nathan. Drake.
Hello, Harry.
Chloe here's one of the best drivers in the business. She'll take good care of us.
I bet.
Right, look. I've got it all figured out. We go in through the sewer.
Loving it so far.
That puts us in the courtyard. From there, we scale up the wall, run across the rooftops, and just drop down into the exhibit hall. Bob's your uncle. And what is worth all this trouble, I hear you ask?
I didn't, but go ahead. But that's it. An oil lamp.
Yeah.
It's worthless. I don't get it.
Neither do we. That's why we tracked you down.
Well, it sounds like you're working for a nutcase. Some collector who's got too much time and money on his hands. And by the way, this is not worth any of it.
But there's more. How's your 13th century Latin, mate?
Where'd you get this?
Borrowed it from the files of the nutcase.
In Trebizond, we were set upon by thieves. Father, Maffeo, and I were robbed of our greatest treasures. This was written by Marco Polo.
Yes, that much we were able to work out.
Unfortunately, the rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on. So that it should not fall into the wrong hands, I concealed my great sorrow in the unlikeliest place. The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
See what I mean? It's just gibberish.
He's talking about the lost fleet.
Yeah.
I know, someone want to fill me in?
Marco Polo leaves China with 600 passengers and 14 ships loaded down with treasure from Kublai Khan. And he lands in Persia a year and a half later with only 1 ship left and only 18 passengers. Now, he recorded every detail of his journey, but he never told what happened to all those ships and the passengers.
So somewhere out there are 13 ships loaded with the Emperor's treasure waiting to be found.
Yeah, and that is what your client is after. Hey, look at this lamp. It's covered in Mongolian script. It must have been a gift from Kublai Khan.
The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
Marco Polo hid something inside this lamp. Something that pinpoints the site of the lost fleet.
So, we're dicking this guy over, right?
Damn straight.
Absolutely. You in then?
What the hell? I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Wow. Well, obviously something has gone horribly wrong. For me to be in such... I can't even think of a word to properly describe this. The only thing that comes to mind is a terrible predicament. I see a treasure over here. Oh dear. First time I played the thing. first time I played this game, I was absolutely wowed by the graphics. I mean, I've played this one before I played the first game. Ooh. That cannot be good. Looks like that's oil or something. Alright, I have a pistol now. Actually, I forgot. There's a treasure over here. I do not know the location of all the treasures in the game. I will do my best to find as many of them as I can. But I think maybe 20 or so is about all.
Of course it's locked. It's always locked. Karma's a bitch.
You can shoot him if you want, but usually you're only going to get maybe a single shot off. That's all I got when I first tried to shoot him. I played through this a little bit this morning, just to try to see if I could, if the controls were the same as the first. And to be honest, this is as far as I played. Does not look like a very hospitable place here. Oh my goodness. Is he okay?
Hello. Well, so much for foreplay.
You mind telling me what the hell is going on?
You mean with Flynn?
Yeah, you might have warned me.
And missed the look on your face? Anyway, you haven't exactly made yourself easy to find.
Talk about making yourself easy.
Oh, you're not jealous. Let's not forget who walked out on whom. After all, you don't get to be jealous.
Wait a minute, Chloe.
If it makes you feel any better, my relationship with Flynn is strictly professional.
Really?
Mostly professional.
Oh.
When I figured out he was actually on to something, I thought you'd want to be in on the action.
So what's the plan?
Just like we said, we pull the heist, find the ships, and we make off with the treasure.
With Flynn?
Mm-hmm.
And then?
And then we split the take 3 ways, and you and I just disappear. Together, this time.
I see.
Until then, he can't know about us.
He's gonna be pissed.
He's gonna be fine. Trust me.
No, this can be very deceptive. He doesn't do anything until you actually touch the left thumbstick. Panning around to look, see what's around me. Seems like to the right over here is our only exit. It's gotta be excruciating doing all these fun little acrobatic tricks while injured like this. In fact, I think it's highly unlikely that anyone would be able to do this. But what do I know? Ooh. What is that? That's cool. See that little beam of light right there? Shining through a crack in the train car or whatever. I'm easily distracted by good graphics. You would think that with all this snow that blood would have started to come off his hands as like the snow was melting and whatnot.
You sure you're up for this? Feel a lot better if I had a gun. We won't need them. A little insurance, that's all.
Flynn, they're just museum guards. And we have their patrols all mapped out. Relax.
Relax. Relax. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison, mate? If we get caught, they will lock us up and throw away the sodding key. You do realise that, don't you?
Better than you do.
Well, you may fancy that kind of thing, but I don't. Can't afford to make any mistakes.
Yeah, and we won't.
We're here.
Wow.
This way. So what do we do if they switch to patrols?
Figure it out as we go.
We cannot fumble our way through this.
I don't fumble, I improvise.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, I'm adaptable.
Adaptable.
You cocky bastard. There. What did I tell you? That passage there is going to take us right under the museum.
You called it all right.
You need to have a little more faith in me, chum.
Okay, this one here is me.
All right, remember, that tower is our only way into the exhibit. But we can't even get close with those floodlights on.
We've gone over this.
Just make sure you cut the power by the time we reach the second courtyard.
The lights will be out. I'll have the van waiting at the rendezvous point. Just make sure you get your asses out of there in time.
Fair enough.
All right, enough chat. Let's do this.
Chloe. See you on the other side.
Looking forward to it.
You sure you know where you're going?
Alright, I'm actually going to cut here, try to fit all of this chapter in the next part. I may not be able to do it. I'm not sure how long it'll run or if I'll be able to complete it all in one go. Anyways, thank you for watching, and please tune to the next part.